Hi everyone, let's make some steamed fish Jamaican style but with some extra pumpkin and extra coconut milk. Of course, you want to clean the fish. I'm using snapper today. You can use whatever fish you like, but I love snapper. I will have butterfish, I'll have some parrotfish, but snapper is definitely one of the best ones to use for your steamed fish. You want to make some slits in there, and that's just to help it cook easier and to get that seasoning soaking in there even better. So you can season with some Maggi All-Purpose. You can add some black pepper and salt if you want to, and some green seasoning. The green seasoning is made of onion, garlic, scallion, thyme, Scotch bonnet pepper, parsley, and if you don't have parsley, it's fine. Okay. So you just want to season the entire fish with the powdered seasoning and the green seasoning. So the fish is good to go. You can let it sit in the fridge until you are ready. Let it soak up some flavor. And then to cook the fish, I start with butter. You can do butter and oil if you prefer. And once that's hot over medium heat, you want to cook some onion strips, some carrot strips, and a diced pumpkin. Of course, you want to get that Caribbean pumpkin. You can get it at the West Indian store. And, usually I have it in my freezer. So this is some frozen pumpkin. Then once the onion gets a little bit fragrant, you add the garlic. It's minced garlic, and cook that as well until it starts to smell great in your kitchen. Then you can add some green seasoning, more flavor, right? So just cook that for about a minute. Then you're going to add some hot water. Cover that pot and allow the pumpkin to cook. Then you're going to take out some or all of the pumpkin. It depends on what you like, your kitchen, your rules, okay? Take out that cooked pumpkin and you're going to puree it, because that's going to give the liquid that beautiful color, that rich pumpkin flavor, right? So add that in whatever blender you please and then blend it until smooth, and you're going to add it back to the pan. Now we're going to add coconut milk. Yes, I don't always use coconut milk, but for this version, I like to add that coconut milk. And then you're going to add some seasoning. If you don't have these packet soup seasonings, you can use whatever seasoning you like. But I'm adding some fish tea seasoning and pumpkin soup seasoning. I don't like the noodles. I always get rid of the noodles. Traditionally, some people might leave it in, but I don't like them at all. So I always, use my sieve to get those out. So add it to taste. Mix in a little, taste it, add more if you want to. I never measure, I always just pour and taste, but just do a little at a time because it can be salty. Add your fresh thyme, some scallion, Scotch bonnet, cut it up if you want it, hot and spicy, and add some pimento. I know it looks like a lot of pimento, but they were very tiny, okay? And then you add some more carrot in there. And go ahead and simmer this with your fish, okay? So go ahead, lay the fish in there. And at first, I thought that this pan could handle these snappers, but it couldn't. So I started off, I cover it. So you want to cover the pot And you want to simmer this and baste it as well for about 20 minutes or even more, depending on how much fish and the size of it. But I realized that, the pan couldn't handle this, so I ended up cutting the fish into pieces. So each fish was cut in half. So continue to simmer, continue to baste with the liquid. Once it flakes easily, once it's cooked, add some chopped okra, or okro is what we call it in Jamaica. You want to add this last minute because you don't want the okra to be too slimy, too mushy. Once the okra is cooked, you are good to go. If you like to add water crackers, you can add some Jamaican water crackers to this, or you could serve this with ground provision or bami or fried festival. You could even have it with rice, whatever you like, okay? But this is so flavorful. It is comfort food, but it is so good, so easy. Let me know if you like this version with the pumpkin and that coconut milk flavor. Thank you for watching and see you next time.